Griffin the Griffin by BlackWing. Chapter 65. Concert. I regret everything! I lay on the floor of Sugar Cube Corner, clutching my stomach. I've never been one to overeat, and always have the utmost restraint when it comes to sugary foods, but, well, Sugar Cube Corner cake isn't just cake. After having a single bite, it became abundantly clear why Pinkie Pie inhales it non-stop. And after picking Shimmer up from the library and headed to the iconic bakery with her and the 4 foals, the 6 of us proceeded to stuff our guts with as many of the most delicious, frosting-covered, diabetes-inducing confections as we could. At this point, we all spent a great deal of time rethinking our life choices that led up to this moment. Shimmer didn't have much fun at the library, which I now kind of regret just dumping her off there. When I asked her why, her only reasoning was Spike was a dweeb. It's not really his fault, since he's been stifled his whole life, but he kind of is. Shimmer forced herself not to vomit, as it would have been an insult to the desserts we had just eaten with such gusto. The Crusaders were in no better condition, and so, after about 10 minutes of us begging, Nadine gave us some remedies she had with her to deal with our sore stomachs. Now, normally she would have given them out to us right away, but she was lying on the floor right next to us, and for quite some time contemplated hogging the precious liquids all to herself. She may have Pinkie's energy, but she does not have her stomach. Maria had eaten, as in all things she does, with moderation, and Pinkie actually went to the point of insulting us, calling us lightweights as she ate an entire cake in a single bite. The cakes were happy, though, since we didn't wreck the place. Not often that they have such a small group of customers buy such a large supply of baked goods. Well, other than Pinkie. After we were finally able to detach ourselves from the floor, Applebloom, Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle, Peep, Nadine, Maria, and I all left the shop and headed to Rarities to collect out Gilda. At an extremely sluggish pace, mind you, not wanting to upset our stomachs any further. We arrived at Carousel Boutique just in time to see Gilda flying out like a bat out of hell, laughing like a maniac. "Catch me if you can, Dash!" she taunted before flying full tilt back towards the ship. And then we saw the most horrifying, beautiful, hilarious thing I have ever had the lucky misfortune of laying my eyes on. Rainbow Dash with her mane in a bun on the top of her head with chopsticks through it. Not scruffy like normal, but silken. Some red blush put on her cheeks from a makeup kit, wearing a red leaf-patterned kimono and a black waist strap which, coincidentally, actually probably was intended this way, wrapped around her body in such a way that it held her wings down. Now, to say that she looked pretty was an understatement, but the fact that she simply didn't have the grace to pull it off made it hilarious, and the face of pure and utter rage and frustration she wore due to the fact that not only was she dolled up, but that she couldn't get the damn thing off and give chase to the one that put her in that position made it even funnier, as well as a bit terrifying. "Gilda, I'm gonna get you for at this!" she screamed as she struggled. Okay, so Gilda pulled off her prank. Time for my part. I gave a very loud whistle. You know, like when you see something or someone pretty. You know, this one. Made even easier by the fact that I'm part bird. Now she's looking at me. Good, I've got her attention. Time to do my thing. "Hey, what's cooking, good looking? I don't think I've seen you before." "Very funny, Griffin. Now help me get this stupid thing off," she replied angrily. "You know me? Why, I am humbled that one as beautiful as yourselves would take notice." Sweetie Belle, Applebloom, Shimmer, and Nadine were giggling madly, while Maria, Pip, and Scootaloo were gagging. Duh! It's me! Rainbow Dash! Now quit playing around and get this thing off of me!" "Rainbow Dash? No, you can't be her. You're definitely not her. She'd never wear makeup, or a kimono, or style her mane. Rainbow Dash never dresses in style. Are you related to her? Now you're way too pretty to be related to her." Her face went red, although only part of it was with anger. "Oh, all right, I've had my fun, come here." She walked over to me and turned so I could get my claw on the strap holding her wings down. We barely know each other, and you're already letting me undress you? Isn't that a bit forward, Rainbow? My comment was met with a quick butt to the head, making me fall over. Now everyone was laughing. Rarity had come out of her store and was hyperventilating. She had tears in her eyes and was clutching her sides. Even though I had just been bucked in the head, I was still laughing. Feisty! I like that! Okay, but seriously now, no more jokes. Let's get you out of that. You look too good in it. If we don't get you back into your scraggler self, Steins might start falling for you. Her eyes shot wide open as she turned at me questioningly. Do I really look that good in it? Her face held a massive blush, and this time it wasn't just the makeup. Well, yeah, I mean, it needs alterations so there's spots for your wings, but other than that, it's just fantastic. You've outdone yourself, Rarity. I think you should have her wear this for the gala. You definitely draw everyone's attention. Too bad I'm going to have to cut it off you. Suddenly, Rarity looked horrified, and Dash jumped backwards defensively. No, I'm not having you ruin my gala dress, she sneered. I think I'll just have Rarity take it off so she can make the alterations. Suit yourself. Alright, kiddos, let's get to practicing. We need to be ready for tonight. Practicing? Whatever for? Rarity asked. Well, we're having a concert here in Ponyville. Before we head out east to the colony and finally to Canterlot for the Grand Galloping Gala, where we'll have our final show, pick any who want to come with, then head north to start doing things again. Speaking of the gala, Rarity, do you have a tux my size? Maybe a top hat to go with it? Now forget the top hat, I need a monocle. Or you could just go in your armor, you know, the incredibly stylish thing you always wear, she deadpanned. I gave a sigh. Right, shiny and prismatic goes with everything, at least this season anyway. I suppose I could use the gala to show off my duds. Right, in the meantime, gotta go teach these kids the lyrics. See you around. So you're recruiting ponies to be part of a pirate crew? Pip, no. Seriously. No. But you're so much fun! He and Sweetie Belle defended their reasoning. Yeah, because I'm somewhere that doesn't need me. I can relax here. Out there, I've seen and done things that would give foals nightmares. The only reason I don't cry myself to sleep at night is because, well, let's just face it, I'm crazy. I am under no circumstances taking a bunch of kids with me to pirates. Equestria is great, but the rest of the world is a scary place. It's like one great big everfree forest. It's no place for fillies and colts who don't even know where foals come from. Besides, if I took you with me, your families would hunt me down, and I don't want to know what an angry Applejack looks like. I'm even less inclined to find out what an angry Big Mac looks like. So, no. Just no. Now you've all head home. I gotta get ready to put on a show. They begrudgingly accepted, then headed to tell everyone about the concert, while my group met up at the stage, then headed back to the Possibility, which was now at the edge of town. Okay, you all know the plan? Ready to put on a show? The fact that I had actually designed having them operate as a team to bring them together was not lost on them. They needed practice working as a group, and setting up for the concert was a perfect way to run through the team maneuvers, like setting up perimeter and stuff like that. They were all happy to do it. The cats and griffins all looked like bouncers wearing their armor, and, of course, each had a pair of sunglasses. It just isn't the same without shades. My crew all donned our full weapons and armor. Of course, Steelhorn and the Freud stayed on board, something about not liking crowds, and they'd be able to hear the music perfectly fine from on board. Antisocial much? Etch and Growl claimed the same, wanting just to have a relaxing evening. Apparently they had both begun to drink herbal tea. Now I've got mental images of those two doing things like a sir, and I'll never be able to get it out of my head. The ship took its position directly above the stage, the griffins and their riders driving off the edge in a coordinated manner. Very different from that first training session, a testament to their improvement. They landed and took up guard positions around the stage, giving a good 5-meter span between their backs and the stage edge. The rest of the cats, those without mounts, descended on ropes, which were thrown over the edge of the ship, landing and replacing the griffins in their ground positions, who then set a perimeter in the sky to prevent Pegasi from getting through. Ponies of all types had already began gathering around. Gilda, Trixie, Nadine, Maria, Shimmer, and I flew down off the ship, all the while in the spotlight manned by Tyrus. The entire crowd oohed and ahed as the light bounced off our armor, effectively cascading the stage in rainbow light. Man, we always got the coolest special effects. I spotted the main six in the crowd. Rainbow back to normal, glaring out at us with her equally as good Griffin Pegasus vision, or more specifically, glaring at Gilda. I wondered why, and I saw no duplicates in the crowd either. I guess that really was just animator shortcuts and not changelings everywhere. Well, that's a bit of a relief. We landed on the stage and looked out across the crowd, several of the smaller ponies in the backs of their parents. The Cake Twins, no longer foals, rather looking to be about school age, on the backs of their moms and dad, Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, specifically at the front of the crowd, also on their parents' backs, pretty much a huge middle finger to anyone standing behind them, which just so happened to be the Crusaders. They looked back at them every once in a while and smiled. Wow. Dick move. They looked pretty smug about it. Well, they wouldn't be so smug when those four got on stage and sang their hearts out. Hello, Ponyville! Let's get the speech out of the way so we can get rockin'! I want to rock and roll all night, Everlong, Carry On My Wayward Song, and many, many more songs were sung until it was time for the finale. Okay, now we're going to do something a little different tonight. I'm going to call some members of the audience to come up on stage and sing with us. Let's see. You! I pointed right at the rich fillies. Us? They screamed excitedly. What? No, not you. Behind you. Yeah, you four. You with the red bow and your three friends. Get all up here. Ha, spoiled brats. They moved out of the way to let the Crusaders on stage. Time for some fun. Now this is a song for all you blank flanks out there and anyone else who's sick and tired of someone telling you who you're supposed to be. This song is special to me and reminds me of a time when I was just a little griffin, struggling to find my place when suddenly I realized something. Do you know what that something is? What? The crowd asked, and my best impression of PewDiePie, I shouted, I don't care! Hit it! The opening riff had us bobbing our heads in time, and as the time for the lyrics started, I just about screamed into the mic in the angriest, most spiteful, rebellious voice I could. Tell us where you're from, what you want to become, and we'll say if you're okay. Where did you go to school? Well, answer and you're cool. Yeah, you're the kid all day. You got a sticker in your face, information about your case, so you know your potential. But the thing you can't expand, the thing you can't extend, just comprehend. But I don't wanna hear it. No, it's more than I'll accept, 'cause I don't care where I belong. At this point, the Crusaders joined in and sang the rest of the song with us, using up most of the frustration their little bodies could muster. It was actually kind of cute, seeing the little kids all pissed off. This song was basically my great big fuck you to everyone who had ever made fun of me, and to the Crusaders, to everyone who had ever judged them. We will shut you out, we'll put you down if you think that you're special. We'll tell you who you are, we'll tell you that you're close but no cigar. But I don't wanna hear it. No, it's more than I'll accept, 'cause I don't care where I belong no more. What we share or not, I will ignore. And I won't waste my time fitting in, 'cause I don't think conscience is a sin. What they say is, go back where you came from. They tell you that I don't wanna hear, no, I don't wanna hear, no, I don't wanna hear. The Crusaders performed wonderfully. We would all put our heads together in front of the mics during the chorus and bob our heads with the rhythm. So, well, that I was quite surprised when Sweetie Belle didn't get her cutie mark. She was all super excited, saying it was so much fun that she wanted to do it again. But when the four of them checked their flanks, still blank. With that, the concert ended, and I brought them backstage. They seemed a little down. Hey, don't feel too bad. I gotta say, you four did fantastic. Especially you, Sweetie Belle. I think you might have a future in music. Just keep at it. Oh, hold on, gotta read this. Dear Griffin Pirates, our deepest condolences for the loss of your eldest member. It is a sad day when the wise among us pass on. I don't wear socks. Never have and never will. But Luna appears to like her hoofed leg warmers. At least you actually asked to come instead of just crushing it. Here's a group pass to the gala. Given that you keep your performances tasteful on your tour, I'm quite glad that you'll be showing up. Perhaps you can liven it up as my student center friend did at the previous one. I do believe the human phrase is Trololo. Sincerely, Princess Celestia. A golden ticket floated down from the skull, saying, Admit all. Pfft, like I need a ticket to get into the gala. Idea? So you four, how'd you like the concert? A jumble of responses, incomprehensible, but all quite excited. That's good, because there's going to be another one in Canterlot. But we can't go. How are we supposed to get there? My sister ain't gonna just let me go watch a concert. Well, what if you had tickets to the Grand Galloping Gala, which happening right about the same time? Would they let you go in? The four of them gasped. No way! You're giving us these tickets? But don't you need them? Scootaloo asked. I just let out a hearty laugh. Nope, I don't even need the tickets. I can just show up and they'll let me in. Why? Sweetie Belle asked. Well, it may have something to do with the fact that I'm pen pals with the princesses and save Luna during the changeling attack. You know Princess Luna? That's so cool! Pip had a fanboy moment right then and there. The famous pirate is best friends with his favorite princess. Well, I better get back to the ship. We're staying the night. Got a bit of business in the morning, and then we're headed off. I don't want to hear anything about stowaways, though. You got that? You four head home. Then hung their heads and went back to their respective families, who took them home. All of us got back to the ship, and we headed to bed for some rest. We'd have a busy day tomorrow, and needed a good night's sleep. They don't suspect a thing.